far as we're concerned, flakiness around today, mostly in the air and not on the ground. However, when you got out toward Worcester County, there was about a half an inch to an inch and a half on the grassy surfaces, and some of the side roads and sidewalks have become slippery out there tonight with the colder temperatures. Even had reports up around Dracut that some of the side streets are kind of slippery there as well. So Kenny let us know about that. Here you see the visibility, though, all the way up to 10 miles just about everywhere, which lets us know even where a few flakes are falling, it's really just about meaningless at this point. However, parts of Vermont, parts of Maine are still getting significant snow at this time. And you can see here just by the legend, that's like a couple of feet of snow on the ground in parts of Vermont and parts of Maine. So certainly there's plenty of good skiing to be had in northern New England. No question about that. It's been quite an up and down month so far, about a third of the way through the month of December. And the temperatures are averaging just about normal, even though they've been all over the place. But it's coming out about average so far. Precipitation, obviously, with the most recent storm, way above average. Here you see the good visibility, though, in Boston tonight, courtesy of CityCam, right at the 32-degree mark. Wind out of the west-southwest, 10 miles an hour. We'll check the temperatures around and notice how common it is to be right at or slightly below freezing. So that does allow, where the moisture is not dried up, for untreated surfaces to be a little slick. So just be aware of that. Some sidewalks and driveways and secondary roads in these areas could be a little slippery early tomorrow morning. It's in the upper 20s to low 30s really everywhere now. So all areas could be just a little bit slick. All right, where are we going from here? Well, we'll be in the 20s to around 30 early tomorrow. And then tomorrow, still a lot of cloudiness around, maybe a stray snowflake, but not steady light snow tomorrow around the region. But these clouds are still pesky and overall stay with us into Saturday. But you may see a little brightening at times tomorrow. You may see a little brightening at times Saturday. So that would be a measure of improvement. 30s to around 40 is where we're going to top off as far as tomorrow is concerned. So that's how things are shaping up. Now, you notice it's been very slow to improve, but the trend is certainly going to be our friend going forward now. And we've been waiting for this pesky system to move offshore. And during the course of the weekend, it does do that. More so on Sunday than Saturday. Right now, I'd lean toward that being the sunnier of the two weekend days. So it's slow improvement, few peaks of sun, maybe even tomorrow and certainly Saturday, but brighter overall, I think, on Sunday. Speaking of Sunday, another important football game in Foxborough. It looks cool, but not bad for December. About 42 degrees, about a 10 to 15 mile per hour wind out of the north. And as for our next chance of any precipitation, I'd say that would be Tuesday night, early Wednesday. A little storm develops. Doesn't look like it's going to be a big storm. I'd lean more toward it being a little bit of rain as opposed to anything else. And then following that, as it moves away, colder temperatures likely will return for Wednesday night and Thursday of next week. So that's how things are looking as of now.